Welcome to the wonderful world of dance, bringing you exclusive interviews with top dancers and choreographers and reviews of the world's best companies across the globe. You can find lots more on our website at thewonderfulworldofdance.com.
Hi, this is Savannah Saunders from The Wonderful World of Dance, and today I am so thrilled to introduce Italian ballerina Alice Mariani, who is the first soloist with the Semperoper Ballet, which is based in Dresden in Germany. The company is coming to London to perform a triple bill of the acclaimed choreographer William Forsythe, and I'm so excited to talk to Alice about working with the choreographer, the famous choreographer, and about her career. So hi, Alice, thanks so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you for calling me.
So you're currently in Germany at the moment?
Yes, in Dresden, yes.
In Dresden, but you're originally from Italy.
Italy.
Yeah, tell us about growing up in Italy and your journey to discovering dance.
Okay, so I was born in Massa in Tuscany, and I started ballet in a private school at the age of 6, and I stayed there actually for 6 years, and after that my teacher invited me to go to audition to La Scala in Milano. So then I went there at the age of 13 and I graduated there. I had my wonderful teacher, Tatiana Nikonova, that she taught me everything. So I have to really thank her. And after that, Aaron Watkin, the director from our company, he came to stage their Vertiginous Thrill of Exactitude from William Forsythe, actually. And he offered me a contract. So after that, after I graduated, I came directly here, and now it's already my 7th season. So the time flied, but was a very nice journey.
And did you always know you wanted to be a ballet dancer? Is this something that you always wanted?
Yes, since I was born, since I was very little, I was always dancing everywhere. Like anytime that I was listening to music, I was always dancing. And my mom, she just said at some point, I have to bring her to ballet because that's what she wants to do. So she did, and I was the happiest person in the world.
And some people listening may not know very much about the Scala Ballet or Ballet School. Tell us about your time with the school, and you mentioned your teacher who had such an impact on your life.
Yes. So I think La Scala Ballet School is a very good school. I learned so much there. I mean, I got there I was really, my level was very low, I have to say. I got there and already the people of my age there were like in another level in compared to me. So I actually took a bit of time to get to their level, but then actually I had the great time. My teacher, she was always supporting. She was hard, but it was she was pushing in a good way. So was very nice. And by the end, the last 2 years were maybe, one of the best of my life. So it was very nice. Also the people of my year, they were sharing this path with me. I still have contact with them, and we got very close. So we were enjoying the time together. It was hard because it was like since the morning that we had ballet class at 9 o'clock until 5 we were in the ballet school, and then we were going to the normal school until 9:30. So it was a pretty full day, but somehow it didn't feel that heavy because we were doing this all together. So was nice.
And you've been with Semperoper Ballet now, like you said, I think, did you say 7 seasons? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've moved from glorious Tuscany to Dresden in Germany, which is somewhat different. How have you found the move? And tell us about what it was like joining the corps de ballet in the company.
So, Italy is very different from Germany.
Yes.
I think I love my country. My country is very beautiful. So at the beginning it was a bit hard living here. But then I got used to it. I found my routine and all my things that I could do, place that I found. So now I'm happy here. Of course, my country, I think it's different, but still, I'm happy here. And the company, I mean, for me, my job is one of the most important thing in my life. And here in this company, I can really, I cannot ask for more because I'm doing all what I want to do. We have amazing repertoire. We have amazing people in the company. My colleagues are great, teachers, director. Really, I couldn't ask for more.
You do sound really happy with the company, and you've been there so many years. What's it been like sort of rising through the ranks from corps de ballet to soloist and now to first soloist?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, I got to first soloist now. At the beginning, I took 3 years to get promoted from corps de ballet to Forysthe. So at the beginning, it was a little bit slower, and then after it got a bit faster. But I think everything was happening at the right time. So I really felt that when I got promoted, I was ready to be in that rank. So I think it's very, very satisfying to really climb up. And it's been a long and nice journey.
And tell us about life as first soloist within the company. What do your days look like?
So I'm usually very, very busy. I'm doing a lot of different things. Also because being a first soloist, you actually do the main role, but then you do all the soloist roles. So you have a lot of rehearsal, a lot of responsibility, a lot of things to do. But for me, I'm young, so I'm really enjoying it. And we have also a very different repertoire. So we have contemporary, we have neoclassical, we have classical. So, and I'm kind of doing a bit of everything. So, very busy, but very happy.
And the company is renowned for this wide repertoire, which is becoming quite standard with many major ballet companies around the world. But for you as an artist and as a dancer, where do you feel the most comfortable within that spectrum of the repertoire, from the pure classical to the contemporary?
More comfortable, or that I like them. I have to say I like to do everything. It's very exciting actually to change even very suddenly from a show to the other to do something completely different. I think in a career of a dancer, it's very important because it helps you also doing the other style in a different way. So I actually love ballet. I love neoclassical. I love contemporary. Maybe if I really have to choose, I will be maybe closer to ballet than contemporary, but I really enjoy doing contemporary ballet also. And neoclassical, I mean, now we will come there doing neoclassical, like in the middle, and is one of the funnest thing. Like I really have a lot of fun doing it. So I don't really have an answer for my favorite thing to do. I think everything helps in a career of a dancer.
And how does it feel, or how does your body respond, or how do you emotionally respond to those different roles? And how does it feel for you?
You mean to change
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's hard because contemporary is heavier for the body, heavier for the legs, for the back, for everything. So sometimes when you go back to ballet, actually, you have more pain because the muscles are used to another movement. But then slowly you fix the things that you have to fix, and it's fine. It's fine. It can be a bit heavy and hard for some days, but then the body gets used to the other style again. So, and yeah, it's emotionally we do very different things, so I wouldn't I would not know how to explain. Like, it depends which contemporary ballet we do or which ballet we do. So of course, like, the most emotional thing that I do for me as a dancer was One Leg. I did the main role, and I finished that show that I was just empty. My feeling was empty. I gave all what I had, and it was very, very satisfying.
And is that sort of telling the story and showing the emotions as well as the sort of technique and the technical challenges?
Yes, I think because in that ballet you have to really be two completely different persons. So it takes you out everything, because you have to really be a white swan. So like very. I think the difference of the two roles takes you out more energy than to just be just one person. So it was very hard, but satisfying at the same time.
And the work that you're presenting, the Triple Bill Forsythe's work in London, tell us about the pieces that you're personally dancing in.
So I'm dancing in the middle, somewhat elevated.
One of my favorites, I have to say. Yeah.
And then the pas de deux from still from Forsythe, Handle 3 is called. We have this new suite that is a ensemble of many pas de deux, and I'm doing one of them. So in the middle, I actually did my premiere in Opera Garnier in January last year. And it's I love that ballet. I really love it, and it's I find it that it's like a game. It's a game between you and your colleagues that are dancing with you, and it's really, you really have a lot of fun. You can play with it, and you can reach the limits, and it's really, really a nice feeling to have to dance it. Yeah.
And how do you make that role, you know, quite a famous role? Many companies and many dancers perform this and have as much fun as you're talking about. How do you make it your own?
Right. It's hard because a lot of people are performing this ballet. So I try to find a way to make it mine. In a way, of course, watching a lot of videos and a lot of taking a lot of ideas and then mixing a bit everything and finding what was better for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a lot of help from a lot of different people. Actually, they were like from Forsythe, from Katie Bennett, from Laura Graham, from my director Aaron Watkin, from people that have danced it before. So it's been really a long journey, because actually I think that even now it's still a process. Like since the first time that I did it, I think now it's quite different. So it's nice because it's a process and it's always growing. And yeah, so hopefully we'll be good in London.
So I'm sure it'll be amazing. What is that difference? You said, from when you first learned and performed the piece to now. What is that difference?
I think you approach it. I think also the when you do a ballet for the second time, you approach it always in a different way. So when you start to rehearse it again and you see the steps and everything, you have also different ideas, or you also I was also coached by a different teacher, so she was giving me different ideas. So I think it's a mix of things, but also I think I grew a lot also in the last year and a half. So I made different choices. Let's say.
And is that growth personal or as a professional over the last year and a half?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
both.
think it's been this year and a half very important for my career, I think.
Is that because
I've done a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. I got a lot of opportunities. I've danced different, like more important things. Mm-hmm. Also. Different creations. We did also a creation with David Dozen, the Seasons. That was actually, I think, very important also for me. And so I think the past year and a half was very important. Yeah.
And did you have the personal experience of working with Forsythe at all in the studio?
Yeah.
Tell us about that experience. Yes. What was he like to work with for you?
Well, it's fun. He always plays around and he likes to change few things and to see what you can give him as an impulse, as a different thing. And he likes to play. So sometimes he watches the choreography and then he wants to change it, and then he asks you, what would you do there? Just dance samba, he told me once. And I was like, okay, I'll try. So I tried to make some other steps, and then of course with the help of him we changed it. So it's right. I mean, to have him in the studio is amazing. Like, I'm so glad I had that opportunity. And it doesn't happen very often. So to have William Forsythe with you in the studio, but yeah, it's a great opportunity. Yeah.
And it must feel really quite special to be asked to contribute to his process and to his work and to his steps.
Yeah, I think he always did that. He likes to involve the dancers in a creation, or in actually I never did a creation with him, but in his choreography, and I think it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
The final result.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that final result will be shown here in London. What are you looking forward to coming to London?
I've never been to London, first of all.
Really?
So happy to come. I'm really happy. So
wow.
I'm excited. And for I hope to I don't know.
Be the tourist, I'm sure.
Let's see. After the shows, we'll see. I hope you will like it. I hope you will like me. Yeah.
Oh, I'm absolutely certain. I think London is really grateful to have the company come and visit, and we're really looking forward to the piece, most definitely. As a first soloist, as you say, you've got a busy day, and busy days in the last 18 months have been really important to you in your career, getting so many different opportunities.
Yeah.
And you talked about how much you loved Swan Lake and the different types of dance that you've had the opportunity to work with and present. What have been some of the challenges over your career? You talked about this wonderful time, but there must be some challenges that you've had to overcome.
Always there are challenges. And actually, anytime that I got a big opportunity, also Swan Lake, it was a great experience, but the process to get to it was a challenge. Like also for when we went to Paris with In the Middle was my premiere, so it was a challenge also because I think it's been a long process doing all this big ballet, I think, and there are some struggles always. Always there are some days that you really feel like you are not able to do it, or that you need more time. Always it's always a thing that you want to have more time. Always there is never enough time to do anything, also because we are very busy actually with different things, so to prepare ballet we don't take that long. So for Paris, for Swan Lake, for this creation also with David Dozen, it's been a wonderful process. But it was not for me, was the first creation as the main role. So it's been challenging. Yeah.
And what's next? You talk about how busy you are and how busy the company are, and Paris and now London for the first time. What's next for you, and what are your hopes for the rest of your career, which is, I know, a very big question because you're a first soloist now, no doubt with some ambitions to rise to principal. Tell us about your aspirations for the future.
So, I don't know much about my future. Like, I have ideas, of course, but I don't know where I will end up. Or, of course, my aspiration, like, it will be to get promoted to principal, but we'll see when it will happen. And then, I mean, of course, I have ideas of moving somewhere else. But I have few places that I like the company, and so we'll see where I will end up. I don't know, because also my director will be here for other 3 seasons, and I mean he's been great in all these years. The repertoire that we have, it's really amazing. So I don't think I will have the chance to have another opportunity like this, I have to say. But now I'm enjoying it, the last part of it, and let's see. For the future, I don't really know.
Yeah, so it's a bit hard. It's hard to predict, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you,
one thing, and then the other day it's another place, and then
Yeah. And are there still roles that you'd love to dance in the future that you would love in your career to have experienced?
Of course, there are like many other roles. I hope to dance as many different ballet, many roles as I can, because I think it's very important, like to grow as an artist. Yeah.
And finally, you're a first soloist in a company which I understand is a very close company. You're all like a little family.
We are.
What advice or how do you help those sort of younger than yourself or in the other ranks, sort of looking up to you? What advice do you have for other younger dancers listening to you, thinking this would be an amazing career?
I don't feel really like giving advice. I feel already part of them.
Okay.
I don't really, I think for me, it's been working very hard, being passionate about what you do. I gave everything to my job and I love it. And I just love to work hard and to do my best always. So I think it's a lot of, it's not just work hard, but it's also being mentally ready to keep going always.
Yeah. In a career that demands quite a lot of you, sort of physically and emotionally.
Yes.
How do you stay motivated every day in this career?
Well, I'm quite lucky because I'm a very positive person, and of course there are the negative days. It's part of it. It's part of life in general. But in the hard days, I always think that I've done so much to get to it that I would never give up.
No.
So that's the reason why I always keep going, and I try to always be motivated and to always improve in something that it's a little thing, it's a little detail, but to have a goal every day. Yeah.
Well, we're so looking forward to you coming to London. I hope you have an amazing time here when you're visiting. And
London, it's a great city from what I heard. So
it is a great city. And do you get a few days off or are you just in and out?
Yes, after the show, I would stay there 3 days, so I can really enjoy after the show. So,
well, in 3 days, I'm sure you will see a lot of things, and I know that you will love it. And I look forward to seeing you on stage. Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
And I just want to say for listeners to check out the Semperoper Ballet's website, and if you're in London, to get your tickets to the Triple Bill at saddlerswells.com. Thanks very much.
Don't forget to subscribe. We've got some incredible interviews coming up with principal ballerinas and renowned choreographers. We love dance and ballet, and we hope you'll love us. Join us on Facebook and Twitter.